A very good morning, Zimbabwe. My name is Ronald Kwamakusha, and today I want to take a look on the allegations raised by Team Pachedu against the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission. It's very important for us to take a look on those allegations because they assist us or they assist the people in the opposition to be prepared ahead of 2023 elections. So ZEC has failed to pitch up, has failed to sit down with Team Pachedu. According to their request, they said, we invite ZEC to sit down with us so that we can have a discussion and we can show them that these allegations are true. So let us get into this story so that you get to know what Team Pachedu said. So on their Twitter handle, Team Pachedu said, we digitalized and analyzed the voters' rolls used in Zimbabwe's 2000, 2002, 2005, 2008, and 2013 elections. This is a major crime scene. All the surviving officials who presided over these sham elections must be sued for professional malpractice. This is what Team Pachedu said. And they went on to actually elaborate this issue further on a separate tweet. And this is something which is very important because in this tweet, Zimbabwe Electoral Commission is actually tagged, is actually included, which means they are being told to come clean on this issue. We have not seen Zimbabwe Electoral Commission coming clean with on these allegations. So they went on to show how these things were happening going forward, and key areas were in Gokwe. A lot of things happening there, and not kuti vanhu in Gokwe vachienda vachinounganidzwa like there were duplicate voters rolls which were being used. We have 5,000 people in a certain constituency. They just take those 5,000 people, they paste them to another different constituency, and they begin to deal with those figures. They begin to play around with the figures. So I'm trying to put on the screen the other tweet, but my system is quite slow. So I'm trying to use this one so that right, this is it, Team Zimbabwe. Okay, they said, yesterday we exposed how ZEC illegally created more than 16,000 double voters in Gokwe, particularly Gokwe Chireya and Gokwe Nembudzia. The same Gokwe Chireya and Nembudzia had the highest voter turnout in the entire Midlands province. This is how ZEC rigs elections. So we expect to see Zimbabwe Electoral Commission coming out clean, sitting down with Team Pachedu. Whether Team Pachedu is credible or is not credible, is a Zimbabwean organization or not, Zimbabwe Electoral Commission needs to come and make sure that they clear the air. They dismiss this what Pachedu is raising with facts. Why is it that they are denying to sit down with Team Pachedu and actually set the record straight? Why is it that they are actually running away from doing such a very important thing? So my view is that honestly speaking, I believe that these allegations are to some extent true, and the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission has been tampering with voters' rolls and has been tampering with the elections for a very long time. Since 2000, they've been tampering with the elections, because sometimes you wonder who is voting for ZANU-PF, because when you go to the primary elections, see the figures of the people who voted the primary elections for ZANU-PF, and go to the final election, see the figures. The difference itself is so questionable. So honestly speaking, guys, I don't know. This is one of the things Team Pachedu exposed, to say Zimbabwe Electoral Commission is using double figures in terms of the issue of elections. They're using double figures, something which is not good, something which is not correct, and something we don't expect to see happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. I don't know how just Pamangwana is going to justify this, but honestly speaking, this is a 2008 voter turnout chart yeku Gokwe. Okay, yeah, sorry, yeku Midlands. And these are the two constituencies in red. These are the two constituencies with the highest voter turnout. So this is how ZANU-PF manipulates votes. This is how ZANU-PF manipulates the elections each and every time. And we are going to watch and see what is going to happen next. Are we going to see any action from the Citizens Coalition for Change? I don't know. But they've promised that they are going to take the legal route to make sure that they hold Zimbabwe Electoral Commission accountable. I saw that in one of the CCC week in reviews from Advocate Fadzai Mahere. She clearly mentioned that they were going to take a legal route to make sure that they deal with that issue. Simba Mkanda Samanzi, the world is ours. Is ours. Vasingadai vachiita zvino chete like it, not the word. Okay, I cannot actually understand this message correctly, but thank you very much, Simba Mkandasama, for the contribution. So, Team Zimbabwe, this is what is happening, Team Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe Electoral Commission has been fingered by Team Pachedu for massive vote rigging and malpractice. And the Team Pachedu is claiming that they have overwhelming evidence against these rigging scenarios which are happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Guys, this is it. In the comment section, please let us talk. What do you really think about the allegations being raised by Team Pachedu? So, if you can, please have a privilege of following Team Pachedu and you get to understand what is really happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for coming. I think I will continue to cover these stories extensively. I will find time to actually cover each and every story or issue being raised by Team Pachedu. But this is one of the issues which Team Pachedu raised to say this is how Zimbabwe Electoral Commission has been rigging elections. And we need to make sure that in 2023 we prove ourselves in terms of making sure that they don't rig elections. They have made the voters roll very expensive, but if we can acquire those voters rolls at a polling station, it's good for us because we know each and every person per polling station paid. So that will assist us to say this person is not from our polling station, this person is not from our polling station, because tinozivana kumamisha kwedu, and that is the role yedu yekuti tikwanise kunge tichidaro. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the support. Keep on subscribing, commenting, and also sharing. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts.